All right. Well, welcome everyone to our final town hall meeting before our scholars arrive. We're really excited about Monday and Thursday for when our scholars return to the building. We have been actively planning and ensuring that we keep our scholars and staff safe, as well as it being an enjoyable and rewarding time. You'll see a couple of things that are a little bit different when you enter the school area. And if Mr. Bolton does not go through that, I will. We This is our agenda, of course, current COVID infection rates and CDC guidance, just updates from the last town hall. I can talk a little bit about testing, as well as the first day of hybrid learning, and Q&A. So right now, as you can see, the numbers are still pretty steady. We're at 151 cases per 100,000 in DeKalb, and 130 cases per 100,000 in Fulton. And that is as of today. So our magic number, we don't want to get up to 300. So if we get back to 300, we would go back to virtual learning. And of course, this is our regular Godot Department of Education, Department of Health district guidance. So you'll have this information. This is something you'll see continuously, and what we expect as far as what we will follow. Let me say that as a school, and guidance from the Department of Health. Again, our scholars will return April 19th, and actually our last day has been changed to May 28th. We'll talk a little bit about milestones testing because we've changed the date for that as well. But we will have our face-to-face, our staff in the building starting Monday. And actually there's a change in that. On Wednesdays, we will do our deep cleaning and sanitizing on Wednesday, so they won't be in the building. And then also our scholars for hybrid learning. All right, so with milestones, it will not be held against our scholars this year, just to make sure that you all are aware that we want to make sure that we know where our scholars are, but you will not be harmed if the scholars don't take the Georgia milestones. However, promotion and retention is going to be based on attendance and performance in school. So that is extremely important, so that you'll know. But I ask that we don't let the students know a whole lot as far as with the retention, because we definitely want to gauge exactly where our scholars are and how much they have learned as well. When I look at Superintendent Woods, he pretty much has told us, we can't use milestones for that. And also that the test will be face to face. So pretty much if you've opted in to do that, then you'll test face to face. You'll have to be in the building. And if you have any other questions, please see Ms. White. You can contact her, and her email is kwhite@ivyprepacademy.org. So am I doing this one, Ms. Griffin, or?
I believe Mr. Bolton was, but I think he might be on the phone. So if you want to, or I can do it either way.
Okay. All right, everybody. We're excited because our superstars will be coming back in the building. We will start receiving students at 7:30. We ask that you stay in your cars until one of our screeners comes to your car, checks the scholar temperature, and also you should remember what your scholar silent dismissal number is. We do have construction taking place, so please be mindful of that. They're building the new Lidl store. Also, We're asking everyone to come in from the Memorial Drive entrance, not the Wilkerson or Warren Street. We want you to come in the Memorial Drive entrance by the sign on Memorial. You'll come all the way down, and your scholars will exit the car to the left as opposed to the right, as we've done before. So we want to make sure that they're exiting that way because we cannot block traffic on the Warren Street. I'm sorry, Miss Griffith, that's Warren.
Wilkerson.
I'm sorry, the Wilkerson, we cannot block traffic. And the Warren Street entrance is only for Kirkwood Medical Clinic and Live Fitness. So I'm sorry, Live Fitness. So please make sure that you're doing that. We want you to enter from the Memorial Drive entrance, and there'll be people that will be there to kind of direct traffic, that type of thing. We also do not want scholars being dropped off on the side of the building. We cannot let scholars exit without their temperatures being done, as well as you and your scholar answering those health questions regarding COVID. We ask that all scholars come to the building with a face mask. If your scholar registers a high temperature above 99.5, we cannot allow them into the building. If you arrive after 7:50, which on Monday, we kind of anticipate as we get scholars out the car and some of the activities that we anticipate, we've already planned, it will probably go over a little bit of 7:50. But on our regular days, like this is not a regular day on Monday, everybody's coming back home. We will not let scholars in the building at 7:50. We do have a new school resource officer, Lieutenant Clemente, and she will be assisting us as well with direction of traffic and ensuring that we adhere to those things that we've put in place for reentry. So the leading ladies will enter on Monday. They will be with us on Mondays and Tuesdays, and our devastating divas will be home virtual on Mondays and Tuesdays. And then Thursday, Friday, our leading ladies will be home virtually, and our devastating divas will be in the building on Thursdays and Fridays. We are offering free after school for scholars. So please, if you have any questions, grades 5 through 8, please make sure that you speak with Mr. Watson, who is our after school all-stars coordinator, and then scholars in grades K through 4 is Miss Jones, Miss P. Jones. So it is a free program for the next 24 days that we are in school. So please be mindful of that. If you need us, if you need that, we just ask that you register your scholars for after school tutorial. I'm sorry, after school care.
And an email was sent out to all those parents who selected hybrid learning on April 1st, as well as it was resent this week, Monday and Tuesday, April 13th, that also included your uniform requirements, which are khakis and polos. Yes, khakis and polos, as well as the school supply list for in-person learning. On the list, it does mention a whiteboard. Many of your scholars received handheld whiteboards at the beginning of the school year when they picked up their devices. Please make sure that your scholar's device is fully charged and they have their chargers with them when they return for in-person learning.
Ms. Woods, could you please send me privately your email address, and we can check that to see if it's the correct email that we have on file. We use only those addresses that we have on file or that you put into the system when you declared your intent for face-to-face instruction. Okay, Ms. Griffin. Okay, you've changed it 3 times, okay. Also, medical information, if you have a scholar that's taking medication, they have to complete the authorization form. And that has to be completed by the doctor on file that you have of your scholars. We are allowing medication drop off between 1 and 3 on April 16th, but we ask that you contact the school first so that Nursery will know that you're here. You won't be allowed to come into the building. Nursery will meet you at the door. The appointment link, all of that information is in the newsletter. Also, scholars with inhalers, they have to have a spacer for their inhaler. So that is a part of COVID reentry pieces. So you must have a spacer for your scholar. Also, clinic cards must be received via email before we do reentry. We cannot let scholars start hybrid learning without that updated clinic card, okay? And we did send a Google form for that information with the clinic card. And if you have the monitors that you ordered through Fluency Check, please pick those up if you received an email from Nursery. Next slide. All right, so we are still accepting applications. There are a few grade levels that we could still take a few scholars in. So please be sure to email enroll at ivyprepacademy.org and they can assist you. And if you know anyone that's interested in coming to Ivy, please make sure that you let them know that as well. Again, if you have any questions or would like to follow us, please follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and subscribe to our Ivy Prep TV, as well as make sure that you're signed up for Dojo. Hopefully you have been receiving our Ivy Vine newsletters. Also just our regular posts on Facebook. And I will tell you that the internet, our website is our friend. So we have a lot of information posted on our website. Make sure that you check the COVID requirements and continue to talk to your scholar about keeping their face mask on, washing their hands. You can send scholars with a water bottle. Our water fountains have now been converted into bottle filling stations. They're no longer regular water fountains. So please be sure to send them with a water bottle. That will definitely help. Next slide. Attendance expectations. Is Ms. Jackson on? Okay. And that should be 7:50, not 7:55. Ms. Jackson?
Okay. Hello, everyone. So what are the attendance expectations and protocol? What happens if my scholar will be late for school? Arrival time is at 7:30 and the correction is from 7:30 to 7:50 and not 7:55. Scholars that arrive after 7:50 will not be allowed in the building with the exception of day one of the first day. Any scholar that arrives after 7:50, we will make a note of it and let the teacher know that that scholar will be logging in virtually from home. And to request the early dismissal, we have a QR code that will be located outside of the building. You will scan the QR code and fill out the request form. Parents will not be permitted into the building. We will bring your scholar out to you, and all scholars must be picked up for early dismissal prior to 2:30. So if you're planning to pick up your scholar for early dismissal, please make sure that you get here before 2:30. And the form must be completed. Again, you can fill it out on our website, or when you come to the school, if you don't have an opportunity to do it on the website, you can scan the QR code and fill it out at that time. Your scholar will be escorted out to your vehicle. Anyone that is picking up your scholar, they must have an ID. We're going to verify their identification and that they are allowed to pick up your scholar. That's why it's imperative that all the information that we have in Infinite Campus is up to date and correct. So that way we can make sure that we're making sure we have the correct phone numbers, the correct people that are eligible to pick up your scholar. We want to make sure that we are in compliance with that. If your scholar will be absent from school upon return, you can submit a doctor's note online on our website. You can upload it there, or you can take a picture on your phone and email it to me if that's easier. But we ask that you upload the forms through our form stack forms on our Ivy website. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. My email address is tjackson@ivyprepacademy.org. The scholars are only allowed 5 parent notes per year, and we only have like 5 weeks left. So that means that I expect all of our scholars who are doing hybrid learning to have perfect attendance for the next couple of weeks that we're in school. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Ms. Jackson.
I was talking and on mute. So just a few other things, we ask that you be patient with us. It will be new for all of us, so grant us some grace if you don't mind. Arrival and dismissal, scholars must know their silent dismissal numbers. If you plan to sign up for the free aftercare for After School All Stars, it is Mr. Watson, and if it's scholars in grades K4, it will be Miss Jones. Also, if any of your scholars are in an after-school program where a van will be coming to pick them up, we need to know that as soon as possible, because we have to direct the van service and contact them so they'll know where to pick up and drop off. It'll be totally different this time, and want to make sure everything is a smooth transition. So Monday morning, again, just be patient with us for morning arrival and dismissal. Okay. Any questions?
Also, parents, if you did select hybrid learning, those emails that were sent out, there is a link that needs to be completed. That link advised that you confirm and you understand our policies for the next few weeks that we're in the building in regards to pickup, drop-offs, if you're being contacted by the nurse, all of that is all laid out in the Superstar return plan. Please complete that link as soon as possible. I will be going over my submissions, and if I don't have a submission from you and your scholar is slated to return next week, you will get a phone call today. Thank you. Ms. Holt, let me go ahead and allow you to speak. Go ahead.
Okay, I have a scholar, she's in the 6th grade. Is it mandatory for them to go back in? I'm just trying to get clarification, because I think I did the not to return due to her stipulations with the epilepsy. So will there be a follow-up email in regards to that? I just wanted to make sure, because I don't think I'll allow her to return due to my work schedule as well. She will not be there on time because I start work from 7:30 to 4:30 and I work from home.
So Ms. Holt, you're saying that you do not want your scholar to return?
No, I don't have a way in getting her and picking her up. And the daycare that she goes to, they're not picking up any kids.
Okay, if you'll just send Miss Griffith a message in the chat.
Miss Griffin, okay.
Yeah, Miss Griffith, she can take care of that for you. Thank you for letting us know.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Will scholars get to go outside for a mask break?
Absolutely. Yep, that's already been included in their schedules.
And we have a question about the schedule for milestones testing.
So we did another call this week around testing, trying to ensure that persons that are in the building, what happened, we had scholars that were in the building whose parents did not even fill out the Georgia milestones opt-in. They didn't respond, period. So we had to go back and call those parents and explain, if your scholar is in the building, they have to take the test. So originally we had planned to do May 10th through the 21st. Then based on the numbers that we received, we were moving it to May 17th. And now we got to go back and reconfigure after that. So we will get that information out to you, Ms. Claxton, because we've had, after the calls this week, we were gonna have to go back again and work out another schedule.
And there was a question in regards to, regarding if, even if we haven't had any COVID issues in the school, would we still shut down if the numbers are up?
Yes, I did respond to that. So the magic number is 300. If we get above 300, that is a reasonable number for the state to say to us that we would have to shut down. So just be aware of that. If we get above 300, then we will follow. Let me say this: we will follow the guidance of the Department of Education. Any other questions?
Hey, Ms. Griffin, I don't know if you've seen my chat because it's not allowing me to just do one. It says all panelists.
Oh, no, I saw it. I just responded. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? We are so excited about Monday. I mean, I don't know if I can speak for everyone, but I know I am, to see scholars, just to see them and be able to have an opportunity to just see them. It's been over a year.
See our
so I'm pretty
babies.
excited. Yep, I'm really excited. And we've got some amazing things planned for them that first day, on that Monday and that Thursday. So they'll be really, really excited to return. So remember, we're entering at the Memorial Drive entrance, not Warren, not Wilkerson. You're not going to be able to cross over. So only at the Memorial Drive entrance will you be able to enter into the parking lot for drop off and arrival and dismissal. So please prepare for that, because we don't want to back up traffic on Memorial Drive. We should be able to get everybody in and out within about a good 10 to 15 minutes.
I do have some questions here. Ms. Hassan, I'm going to allow you to talk. Go ahead.
And I'll answer that question.
Awesome. Thank you. It's just a simple question. I know they're wearing their polo tops. Does it have to be the khaki bottoms, or can they wear the skirts if they have them?
Yes, they can.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
And Ms. Daniels, I'm actually responding to you now.
Oh, all right. Ms. Lopez, go ahead.
Hello. Miss Griffin, this is Corey Taylor's mom.
Yes.
If possible, can you just contact me after this meeting? Because I have a few questions.
Sure.
Okay.
All right, Ms. Connor, she said, I'm sorry I joined late. Scholars that didn't return, intent to return, will they be returning to the school later this year?
No, I think I'm hearing you correctly. If you all decide, like in May, that we want them to come in, can they come in? No, we won't do that. So it's only what we have right now. We want to make sure that we keep those cohorts of students together, so we don't bring any other exposure, or we don't want to expose anyone else to that. And so we won't have any openings, Ms. Claxton, for that face-to-face. But we do have, and you chose not to do face-to-face because of after school. You didn't have after school, right? We do have it now. It'll be free. But unfortunately, with the face-to-face option, we've got the number of scholars that we will take.
Okay. I don't see any other questions. But parents, if you have any questions for us, you have Dr. Nichols' emails, you have my email. Please give us a call, let us know. We are here to answer anything for you. Like Doc said, we're excited. We're very excited to see all of our majority of our scholars next week. We just want you all to just remember to practice safety while they're not in the building, so that when we do come in the building, our scholars are healthy and they're covering their mouths, they're sanitizing, they're wearing their mask regularly. Oh, I got a question right here. Ms. Childs.
So for the students that are going to continue to do virtual, will they continue to use the same link that they've been using?
Yes, ma'am. Everything will be the same. The difference that you'll see, and hopefully some of the teachers have started using their tablets. You might be able to see the teacher a little bit closer. They won't just be sitting at their laptop, and you might be able to see them in a full classroom with scholars. And it'll give you an idea of what the classroom will look like as well, with the scholars sitting down at the desk with the desk shields.
Okay, and should she log in at 7:50 as well? Or is 8
I would
o'clock?
tell you 8 o'clock, probably 8 o'clock, Miss Childs.
Okay, okay, cool. Thank you.
Mhm.
Nursery has a quick update to give parents, and then I believe we can go ahead and close out.
Hello, parents. I just wanted to include that there are about 20 scholars that haven't returned the clinic card. And I would hate for somebody to get turned around, but we do need those clinic cards before the scholars being dropped off. If you need another clinic card, need me to send one again, please send me an email at nurse@ivyprepacademy.org. Thank you.
Thank you, Nursery. Ms. Charles, did you have another question? Can you put it in the chat, or if not, remove the raise hand? Okay, great, thank you. All right, everyone, have a great weekend. We will see some of our scholars on Monday and then on Thursday. Mr. Bolton, do you have anything to say?
Just wanted to share in the excitement of us returning and getting to see the girls come to school kind of for the first day. I am sure that they will be pleasantly surprised to see some of the upgrades and different things around the building. It's definitely going to be a very, very exciting time. So we just run around putting these last finishes on everything. So I want to encourage everyone to, again, stay safe over the weekend, continue to be the change we need to see in our communities, stopping the spread of this nasty disease. And we will see you on Monday.
Yes.
Or Thursday.
Monday or Thursday. Thank you all so much. And we'll see you Monday. Remember, we got a surprise for our scholars on Monday and Thursday, our superstars. Thank you. Have a great one.